Let's go.
It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best thing. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's up, people? This is Joe Lawson. We got another episode of Awesome Entertainment, man. We got some crazy news. Some good news to me. Channing Tatum reveals Avengers Doomsday injury, says Gambit is not going to go full Cajun accent. Russo brothers want to keep the drama and not be fully Deadpool. Okay, first off, damn, bro, I didn't know you got hurt. Buddy got hurt, but they ain't making the movie goofy. That's what we need to know. No goofy movie. We getting straight drama. You know that these dudes is going so hard, he done hurt his damn self. But Channing Tatum revealed in a new Variety cover story that Gambit will be somewhat softening his Cajun accent in Avengers Doomsday, which is non-production. Tatum debuted as the Marvel superhero in last year's Deadpool and Wolverine after spending years trying and failing to get a standalone Gambit movie made under 20th Century Fox. A running joke in Deadpool and Wolverine is that nobody can understand Gambit's thick accent. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool quips at one point, "Who's your dialect coach? The Minions?" See, the thing was, I thought they were setting it up to where it's like, yo, you can't understand them because the accent was so bad. That was like, fuck it, we just got to go all the way in to where they can't understand it, and then we can let Deadpool make jokes off of that. But like, nah, I don't think. Let's just be honest. He ain't really Gambit. He don't remind you of Gambit. He don't look like Gambit. When I saw him on the screen, I was like, wait, is he? And I was trying to figure out where'd he come from. Two, his face is just too big for the Gambit outfit, man. You need a skinny face person if you gonna be wearing all that. Like, you know what I mean? I really think it would help if you gave him a beard. If he grew out the beard, that might help Gambit, but either way, just kill him off in Doomsday. Let's just kill him off, and then we can move on. We can laugh at it. We can go back, but either way, we can kill him off. It appears Gambit will be easier to understand in Avengers Doomsday, which sees Tatum back to face off against Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom alongside Florence Pugh, Pedro Pascal, Chris Hemsworth, and various Marvel actors. Tatum told Variety that studio executives really had to wrap their mind around the accent and how people are going to understand him as Gambit moves forward in the MCU beyond Deadpool and Wolverine. We don't need to move on beyond Deadpool and Wolverine. We don't need to kill him off in this movie, and let's get the real Gambit in here. We appreciate bruh because he has a passion for it. You know what I mean? He has a drive for it. But I think you can cast him as a different character. He just doesn't look like Gambit to me. I'm not going to go full Cajun, Tatum said. Directors Anthony Russo and Joe Russo want things to be funny, and they don't want to go full Deadpool. They want to keep the drama. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. That's what I'm talking about. When Gambit gets serious, when he drops the Mardi Gras mask, things do matter. Yeah, Gambit is a beast. And what they did at X-Men 97, where he jumped on Wolverine's back and he lit up the cars and he had the cars lit up, and I was like, do that shit again. You don't even have to come up with nothing new. Just do that in the movie and fuck up, Doom at least temporarily before he kill you off. Tatum previously told Access Hollywood that his Gambit accent in Deadpool and Wolverine was intentional, explaining there was very little improv. The Cajun dialect is a very particular one. I grew up in Mississippi, and my dad is from New Orleans, so it's one of those things I grew up around it, but I've never done it. There are certain little isms that are very Cajun-y, but we actually intend to be somewhat unintelligible. That was sort of the joke. I don't believe that none of that was improv. I believe y'all was making up some of them lines on the spot. That Deadpool and Wolverine, man, some of that shit that was making up on the spot, especially Deadpool. But I feel like he was too. He was talking about his daddy and I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but his daddy and the buttery, and you know what I'm talking about. But either way, I feel like that was improv. I was off top. There's no way y'all planned that. I hope y'all didn't plan that. Ryan would come up to B and say, I don't know anything that you're saying on this take, so I just dialed it all the way up. Tatum added, and then there's ones like, he's like, all right, I've got to understand what you're saying now. Yeah, he did kind of just go back and forth with the accent to where, you know, sometimes he sounded, you know, he toned the accent down so you could understand what he was saying. But that's what I'm saying. The accent was so bad that he didn't understand what y'all was saying in the first place. So y'all just turned it up all the way because it was funny. It was good enough to work, so they didn't have to cut it out the movie, basically. Just how Gambit factors in Avengers Doomsday remains under wraps, but he's clearly got fight scenes, as Tatum also revealed to Variety that he suffered an injury on set that resulted in him taking pain medication that will require intensive physical therapy. He had to be sidelined from some action scenes due to the injury instead sitting in for close-ups of his face while relying on the stunt double to do the heavy lifting. Look, that may or may not work out. Like, the don't cut corners, man. Anytime you start cutting corners and like, oh, we'll have someone else do it, we're going to just record your face. That's when the movie started looking sloppy, man. Don't do that. Man, y'all got a whole year. You can tell them take a break. We got 6 months, get his shit back. You know, but be careful with them pain medications, bro. That's how they got them football players. That's what Brett Favre was on. You know, Brett Favre was taking them pain meds. Now he crashed out a few times. Either way, I would keep going. It says Gambit actor Channing Tatum has to sit out of Avengers Doomsday filming due to injury, so his double will take on a big fight with Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom. So he's gonna get smirked. That's basically what's gonna happen. If he's fighting Dr. Doom, there's no way he's gonna win, right? Channing Tatum's Gambit has made it out of the void and into the sprawling cast of Avengers Doomsday, and though he does indeed play a major part in the film, Tatum himself has had to sit out filming some important scenes because of a leg injury sustained on set. Yo, I like that they going hard enough to where they pushing they real actors, not just the stunt though, the real actors to where they hurt themselves. Because that means you trying. You know what I mean? That means you putting in effort. Now y'all need to get some strength and conditioning. Make sure y'all stretching it. Y'all got yoga and shit. I would assume, but y'all should be stretching before y'all doing all these flips, man. We all been there. Hey, when we was kids and we was fighting in the living room, man, and you hit your toe on the couch, man. Hey, be careful, man. You gotta be careful, man. The exact circumstances of how Tatum was injured are unclear, but fans can rest assured that it won't stop Gambit from appearing in the movie. I know how he got hurt. He was in that fight. The big crash out, he was probably one of the characters. He tried to kick somebody, and that shit didn't go. Well, he pulled a hammy, and you know, it is what it is. You know, when Deadpool was talking shit to Dr. Doom, he was like, "Yo, that's the homie. He got me in my movie. Probably threw a card, threw a kick, pulled a muscle, but he out 6 months. It's crucial." But it won't stop Tatum himself from being in fight scenes. His stunt double will take on fight scenes. Tatum appears in close-ups and dialogue scenes. Like I said, that shit could be sloppy. That could be real sloppy. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm sure he's only going to get about 2 lines anyway. There's like 40 characters, 50, 60 characters. So he's only going to get a line or 2 anyway. So I guess it really don't matter that much. According to Tatum, who Variety states is walking with a pronounced limp due to his injury. He's got 6 months of physical therapy ahead of him to help heal his leg. Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time. What did he do? Like 6 months of physical therapy is a long time, bro. This ain't no 2 months. This ain't no 2 weeks. This ain't no sprained ankle. You know, pulled hamstring is about 6 weeks, I think. 6 months? You fucked your shit up. You're like, Brody. They had you doing too damn much out there. I hope you got, is there insurance? I guess, they got money. According to Tatum, who Variety states it, it's not about the pain I feel in the moment. Tatum tells Variety, it's knowing I can't take this back, and now I know what the next 6 months of my life will be. Yes, that shit is never fun. Physical therapy, all that stuff is never fun. Either way, man, Channing Tatum, I hope you get better soon. I hope they kill your character. No disrespect, no hard feelings. It's not about you. I hope they recast you with somebody else, but please do not play Gambit no more. After they kill you off in this movie, get better soon. I hope you get more money, more movies, more money. No hate. And if you watching, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.
Don't play with my patience, man, they gone with the flow when they tryna fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's